Hello, sweet little bees. Let's find out what the message for the day 8, I believe, from the 12 days of the Yule Spread. We are going to look at what your fears are and the energies for the month of August. So, okay, here is the still shuffled from day 1. This is like the weirdest, longest spread, most interesting thing I have done in probably ever. The longest I had done was prayers, and a 12-day spread is kind of an interesting challenge. Okay, so let's see. S'il vous plaît, nos anges, nos guides, the answers for the 8th day, which is for December 27th, equivalent to the energies of the month of August. And the question is, what are my fears? What my fears are? So what are the fears, I guess, of the hive in general? Okay, what are the fears of our little bees? S'il vous plaît, nos anges, nos guides, what are the fears of our little bees? S'il vous plaît. The fears are the page of good cheer. So the page of good cheer, I feel, is so what it represents is a page of cups. The page of cups is immature in love. So I feel like the fear that you have is basically not to be loved. You are a people pleaser, and you are afraid not to make people happy. Basically, that's all. You always go the extra mile. See, like it looks like she made a party. She's trying to give the punch to everyone. But we have somewhat of worry on the face, and I don't feel like there is much more to develop on this card, because the message is more than clear, and because we are doing this as a collective. You are a people pleaser. A lot of us good-hearted people are, and we just don't want to disappoint. We take pleasure in making people happy, and we fear to displease them. Some of us may even be really hurt, or like what do they say, but hurt, if you feel like you went above and beyond, and the person is like barely paying attention to what you've done. You've put your heart, you put your love into doing something, and the person on the other side could be like, not hearing you, not paying attention, not being touched as much as you thought you would touch them. So that's your fear, not to be appreciated, not to be heard for what you are doing for the person. Crystal, I love you. I'm thinking of you with that one. But I know you're not the only one. I tend to want to be a people pleaser as well. I feel like, just this calling and consistently wanting to do these readings, even if we are a small hive, and sometimes I'm like, oh, what for? But I keep being called. It's like it is a calling. So I don't fear per se not to be appreciated, because no matter what the message is going through. But I can totally relate to this one way or another. And I'm sure a lot of us can. So it is a very interesting card to have picked, to what we feel that, what your possible fears may be. To me, this is a possibility for everyone. The fear of disappointment of the people that we love and want to do good for. So that's something that's very strong. And I can only stay with emotion, because good cheer is a Suite of Cups. Okay, so what energy do we have? S'il vous plaît, no guides, our guides, our beautiful angels and providers of answers here. S'il vous plaît, what are the energies for the month of August? Interesting question for an energy like August. Okay, so we had success and fantastic, one, two, three, fantastic energies for July and August. Let me tell you, my little bees, August sucks. August is the 9 of Wands. You are overwhelmed. You are carrying more than you can. Your back is breaking. So if you're taking notes for this spread, which I feel like I should take I have saved the cards in order, and honestly I think I want to take notes afterwards to compare with the year, because the energies have been quite interesting and quite clear. We had the financial issues at the beginning of the year. We have awesomeness, if I recall, in June and July. And I mean, it makes sense because not everything can be perfect all the time. August, I'm thinking, is, it's back to school. For me, it would be like audits, and I'm going to have back to school and audits and still summer vacation and possibly stuff with my daughter and my son. So I'm not surprised to see the energy of overwhelming, but this is also, beginning of the school year means beginning of a lot of things. So, and it is also, if it's a vacation month, it's also a very busy month, because planning a vacation and going on vacation is fun, but it is overwhelming, and we need some rest after vacation most of the time, unless you do like I did and plan a rest vacation. Those are the best. So months of August overwhelming. It will be interesting to see if August next year is going to have another Mercury in retrograde. That would be interesting if that's the case. Just too much on your plate with the 9 of Candles and being overwhelmed. So think of asking. See, and that goes very well. Look at that. That goes very well with the people pleaser. We take on more than we can and we get overwhelmed. So remember, as this has been the subject of this Yule spread, the idea of at least being with another person, so don't hesitate to call on Mother Mary and to call on your partner, because you have a partner and you are strong, as Saint Sebastian is telling us throughout this whole spread, talking to us about resilience. So the message for this question in August was bim bam, no doubt, quite clear. I'm grateful because that means I can move on with my life. So s'il vous plaît, nos anges, nos guides, what is the extra message for this guidance, s'il vous plaît, relating or not relating to, s'il vous plaît, just a little advice or message for a little bit that's going to listen to this particular day. I didn't see many views of the Yule spread, but there were so many interesting things. I wish it had been heard more. S'il vous plaît. Nos anges, nos guides, extra message for little bit. Maybe for the month of August. Oh, that fell. I'll take it. The wreath. Oh, how pretty. With the wreath here, I think of the Wheel of Fortune, which we had, I believe, for the previous couple of readings. There is a notion of continuity and cycle and season, and there in the circle of life tends to breathe death. One is not without the other, eternally bound by the essence of spirit. So, circle of life, Wheel of Fortune, luck, when, it's not everything is perfect all the time, not everything is doomed all the time. These too shall pass. Always remind yourself that. I like also that she's carrying it. It's like she's controlling her future. She's taking her future in her own hands. She's like, I was talking about being the actor of your own life in the full moon reading. That's the way that I feel with this energy too. Clear message so far. I don't know if it's appearing as clear to you, but I find everything extremely clear here. S'il vous plaît, Maman Marie, un message pour les babies. I like it when it's clear and short and to the point. Oh, Our Ladies of Answered Prayers. So your prayers being answered. Please just pray. You know, you want your prayers being answered, you have to start praying. It's like if you don't ask, you ask and you shall receive, okay? Ask for guidance, ask for... I haven't said that in a while, but keep in mind that I've said that before, obviously. Like I said, I haven't said it in a while. We have guides, we have angels. Our guides tend to be like our little voice, our muse, our intuition talking to us, which will give us a nudge. You know, we don't always have to answer, but our angels and protectors are just waiting for us to ask for their help. I don't always think about it because I tend to live in gratitude, so I always say thank you. But if you want something, you have to ask. You ask for their help. You can even ask them to reach out to the angels and protectors of some people you love, so that they get in touch with them to protect and guide them too. Because a lot of us tend to forget to ask for the help of our angels, okay? And remember, they are there for you, they are there for that. They crave and want your call. Okay, that said, this gorgeous Mother Mary card here, Our Lady of Love. Pray to I was just talking to you about praying. Pray to Our Lady for the release of hate and fear within yourself and within our world. Oh my God, and I was just telling you to ask the other angel. That's cute. Such prayer unleashes her beautiful will. Pray, that is your role. Act on what comes to you through the heart in prayer. There is no limit in... Oh, I love this. There is no limit to the love that can flow through you. You will never be depleted by it, only expanded. Actively conspire with her so that all hearts may know peace. I want to add amen to that. Allez, a gratitude message. S'il vous plaît, Maman Marie, our angels, a little gratitude note for our little beast. Thank you. Wow, that's the one that came out in... don't think I had the time to do one yesterday, indeed. So, but the reading before. Unplug, avoid negative media and people for an entire day. And sometimes you want to, and it is funny because today this is something I could not do. We had a raid right in front of our building at work. I joked a few times today about, even in the movie they don't do it better. The amount of police cars in front of that building was astonishing. I have never seen as many. The building was surrounded. There was car, the street. It is a pretty major street, our crossroad by the office. It's a huge, you have the office, the corporate office, and two huge warehouses and a humongous parking lot, and so this is at a big corner, and across from us excuse me, was that building. So you had cars in that whole block in front of my building, and then the street was cut off, with those yellow tape. Luckily we had a gate on the other side, so we could leave the office, but it went on all afternoon. It was amazing. So even when you want to avoid this, you still witness it. But we had the excitement from it, but it was still scary because, there was, we didn't hear anything, but there was a shootout between that person that was trying to hide in that building and police officers, or a police officer in any case. And it was like, wow, this is watching a movie, but it was real life. So I'm glad we're able to leave from the back because Lord knows, what could have happened. So anyways, even when you want to avoid, sometimes it is what it is. That said, avoid negative media and people for an entire day. Do as you best can do, and I'm sending you all the love that I can and wish you the best. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.